Okay, I need everybody to take a deep breath because what I'm about to talk about might be controversial for some of you. Hi, I am Sam. Welcome back to my channel. I am the owner-operator of Knotty Reads. I'm normally talking about my crochet stuff because I do crochet Kindle sleeves, book sleeves, reading pillows, and book plushies. But today I wanted to talk about reading accessories. Are you a physical book girly? Are you a Kindle girly? Or are you emotionally unstable and you do both? Because I am the third option. Today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 reading accessories that have completely changed my reading experience for me. And they go with both my physical books and my Kindle books. We are going to talk about physical books and page tabbing. I'm in 2 different travel book clubs, one of which we have specific colors that keep them things on me. This one was a travel book. This was just my own personal book because I was in a tabbing mood, I guess. We do have keys. You don't have to do a key. You can just go through and just, switch colors or stick to one color. Normally what I do in my books is I do like WTF moments, funny moments, spicy moments. We like those moments. Sappy, sweet moments, and then I do a tab for important stuff. Let's talk about Kindle cases. So I have a Kindle case, first of all, for protection because my kids do get a hold of it and throw it. Don't let that happen. But this one has like little rounded edges, like buffers, so you can keep them extra protected from your kids. And the clear case helps with decorating, honestly. And then you got, the possibility of having a Kindle strap, or you can get a pop socket. They make a lot of cute pop sockets. Now, stickers are very important. They're very important in the reading community. You can also get Kindle inserts. I do have a girl on Facebook who sells stickers and inserts. But Kindle reading just is top tier because then you don't have to have other things to go with it to be able to read when your husband's asleep next to you. Remember that. Reading at night is funner with a Kindle. Let's talk about highlighters and pens for our physical book girlies. Because you can't just have any highlighter and pens. You don't want that stuff that your kids use at school that's super bright neon colored. I need to order more because I'm out of all my other colors. And so all I have is like a cream color and a beige. And then we got our pens. I don't know if anyone else has bought any of these pens off of Amazon, but if they got the little ball right there, they are chef's kiss. Almost equivalent to being elite with the G2 pens. If you know, you know. Now we are going to talk about peak Kindle luxury. Page turners. I love this page turner. She was my first page turner. And while I used her way too much, she was starting to die on me, so I had my husband upgrade me with the little finger one. And like I said, there's nothing quite like laying in your bed and just sitting back, click, click, and it's just scrolling the page for you. And I also can crochet with this. If I keep it on this finger here, and the way that I hold my yarn while I'm crocheting, I can easily just hit my thumb up here, or sometimes I do use my crochet hook, and that is, I feel like, next level on being able to be a boss with your crocheting and reading at the same time. This is where reading with your Kindle and a page turner meet, its best friend. So we've got my favorite, reading pillows. With said reading pillows, you got with your Kindle, this one here, you just prop your Kindle in its little shelf there, boom. You can set this thing anywhere. This handle makes it pretty nifty on, picking it up, carrying it around the house. I take it into the kitchen with me and prop my Kindle up and cook. Now this is a new one. This is my reading pillow. And I actually got this idea as a custom order from a customer, but you pop it in between your legs if you want to sit Indian style. I don't know how people sit when they read. I am like a cinnamon roll. I'm just, you know, in a spiral constantly, mentally and while I'm reading. I am going to work on making some more of the reading pillows. This makes reading pillow, I think, 2 this week that I have crocheted and sent out. I usually make about 6 a week, so like if you do want to order one, it's super limited. But the honest comparison is, I feel like physical books are more romanticized than Kindles. And there's something about the smell of a physical book. There really is. You go into a library or a bookstore and you can smell that, and that is where it's at. That's why I have book trophies. And I totally forgot about number 6. You got bookmarks. These are all magnetic bookmarks. I am not really a paper bookmark girl because my kids like to take my bookmarks out. But I do send out a bookmark with my orders. And that's just kind of like my little pizzazz branding, reusing things to where you get a thank you card, but at the same time it can be reused as a bookmark. I think that's pretty cool. Those are my top 6 reading essentials for both my physical books and my Kindle books. I need to know in the comments if you are team physical or if you're team Kindle, or if you're chaotic and switch depending on your mood like I do. No judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. Not like Planet Fitness, but it's definitely a judgment-free zone. If you have a reading accessory that you think that I absolutely must try, go ahead and drop it below in the comments and let me know so I can add it to my next Amazon order, because you know that my Amazon cart stays full. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today and talking about book reading accessories, because I feel like those are just as important as everything else that I do in my day-to-day life. And if you like listening to someone ramble and talk about books and book reading accessories and crochet projects and small business life, then like and subscribe, follow along, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye!